Hey guys, this is Page from More Cars, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about Porsche's 911 Lineage, one of our favorite all-time cars. 911 is one of the most iconic sports car in automotive history, with the lineage spanning over 7 generations that began in 1963 with the original 911 model. Here's a detailed description of each generation, along with their respective specs, body and interior features, and racing pedigree, as well as their appearance in movies or animations. First generation of 911 model was introduced in 1963, which had a flat-six engine which produced 130 horsepower. The car's body featured a sloping front hood, a curved roof, and a tapered tail. It also had a spacious interior with seats that were designed for better support during high-speed driving. The first generation 911 was raced extensively in the 60s and 70s. The movies that the first generation was appeared in was including Steve McQueen's Le Mans 1971 and the James Bond film License to Kill 1989. The production of the first generation ended in 1989. The second generation, which was produced from 1974 to 1989, featured a larger engine of 2.7 and 3.2 liters, which produced 150 to 234 horsepower. The car's body became more aerodynamically efficient, and it included safety features such as anti-roll brakes. The interior was improved with better materials like leather upholstery and larger gauges. This generation made its mark in racing as it evolved into one of the most successful racing cars of its era. The 911 won the 24 Hours of Le Mans 6 times, and it was also successful in rallying with the 911 SCRS and Group B 959 vehicles. It also appeared in movies like Back to the Future 1985 and Bad Boys 1983. Let's go to the third generation, which was produced from 1989 to 1994. The third generation 911, also known as the 964, featured a more modern design, including integrated bumpers and wider wheel arches. The engine was also upgraded to a 3.3 liter with a turbocharged version that produced 320 horsepower. The interior underwent revamping with airbags, climate control, and audio systems. It was during this generation that the 911 won its first 24 Hours of Le Mans victory in 1994. The movies it was depicted in was GoldenEye, another James Bond movie, in 1995, and Rush 2013. The fourth generation 911 went into sales from 1994 to 1998. Codenamed 993, had a body that incorporated modern aerodynamics and retro styling. The car's engine was 3.6 liter flat-six featuring Vario-Ram technology, which produced 270 to 408 horsepower. The interior included an LCD instrument cluster, adaptive damping, and power-assisted steering. The 993 GT2 race cars made their way to several GT competitions, including the BPR Global GT Series, IMSA GT Championship, and FIA GT Championship. It also appeared in animated movies like Cars 2006 and Cars 2 2011. The fifth generation of 911, or 996 as it codenamed, introduced a water-cooled engine instead of a traditional air-cooled one. The engine was a 3.4-liter flat-six, producing 296 horsepower. The body featured a more streamlined design with a longer wheelbase. The interior had upgraded features such as a stereo system and dual-zone climate control. The 996 GT3 race car competed in the Grand Am and World Challenge Series. It also appeared in movies like Charlie's Angels 2000 and Gone in 60 Seconds featuring Nicolas Cage and Angelina Jolie in 2000. The sixth generation of 911, which was produced from 2005 to 2012, codenamed 997, featured a wider body, improved suspension, and a 3.6-liter flat-six engine, producing 310 to 620 horsepower. The interior had a more luxurious feel with the Bose audio system, a sunroof, and driver's seat memory setting. The 997 GT3 race cars participated in various GT3 championships worldwide, including the SCCA World Challenge and the FIA GT3 Championship. It also appeared in movies like Transformers 2007 and Limitless 2011. Now let's go to the seventh generation and one of the most famous generations of 911, which was produced from 2012 to 2019. The seventh generation of 911, or 991, returned the traditional rear engine layout and featured a longer wheelbase and a more aerodynamic design. The engine was a 3.4-liter flat-six producing 350 horsepower. The interior had a more modern feel with a touchscreen display and a 14-speaker audio system. GT3 variant of the 911 have raced in various GT3 championships and endurance events. It also appeared in movies like The Wolf of Wall Street 2013 and Need for Speed 2014. And last but not least, let's talk about the eighth generation of this icon, which started rolling out from 2020 until now. This generation is more powerful, faster, and digital. The Porsche 911 has entered its 8th generation with this model and unmistakably committed to the Porsche design DNA with a much more muscular look and an interior featuring a 10.9-inch touchscreen monitor and a host of various infotainment systems. The new 911 is timeless and also modern. Intelligent control and chassis element as well as innovative assistance systems combine the masterfully uncompromising dynamism that the classic rear-engine sport car is famed for with the demands of the digital world. The next generation of flat-six turbocharged engines has been further developed and is more powerful than before, with 450 horsepower in the S model. The drive efficiency has been further optimized and emissions reduced by way of an improved injection process and a new layout for the turbochargers and charge air cooling system. Power is delivered by a newly developed 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. Additional highlights include Porsche Wet Mode to make driving on wet roads even safer, night vision assist with thermal imaging camera, as well as comprehensive connectivity that uses swarm intelligence. The exterior design is familiar and yet undoubtedly new. The 8th generation 911 is wider, more assertive, and more advanced. Wider rings arch over the large 20-inch wheels at the front and 21-inch wheels at the rear. The interior is distinctive, with clear, straight lines and recessed instruments defining the dashboard. 911 models from the 1970s provided the inspiration here as well, with the new dashboard spanning the entire width between two horizontal wing levels, just as it did in the original 911. Alongside the centrally positioned rev counter, two thin, frameless, freeform displays deliver information to the driver. So this is it, guys. One of the all-time favorites of any car enthusiast, the lineage of Porsche 911, now with 8th generation better than ever. As always, concise and precise. If you like our videos, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to all. Stay tuned.